with me, I want you to make your way down onto your hands and your knees. Make your way to a child's pose to get started, all right? Today's workout, like I was saying, you guys that were here a couple minutes ago, we're going to kind of get right after our workout. Our goal is going to be a high intensity but a full body lift today. But like I said, high intensity. Maybe we'll finish with a little bit more of a stretch because we're not going to start with too much of one. But as you got in here to start, I want you to make your way to that child's pose. So I want your knees nice and wide, outstretched to the outside of your yoga mat. Your arms outstretched to the front of your yoga mat. And your hips are sliding right down onto your heels. You want to find some stillness into this child's pose the first time through it. Because like I said, we're not going to spend too much time stretching and getting going today. We are just going to get going right to our higher intensity workout. But from this child's pose, flow forward through that baby upward facing dog. Let those hips drop down towards the mat. Allow the elbows to come towards the rib cage and try to find some length through the top half of the body here, from the hips right through the shoulders. We want to be nice and long, allowing those hips to drop down to the ground and allowing the front side of the body to feel some opening, some stretching here. Look over your right shoulder as you do. You feel that left hip lengthen a little bit. Same thing on that other side. We look over the left shoulder. We feel that right hip lengthen a little bit. And let's come to that neutral tabletop position now. My hands are right under my shoulders. My knees are right under my hips. I want to find some cat-cows here. As I inhale, I want to drop my pelvis and look forward. As I exhale, I want to round the back and look down between my legs here at the bottom. Inhale, drop the pelvis, look up. Exhale, round that back, look down. Loosening ourselves up nice and easy the first couple of minutes, but like I said, we'll get right to our work. Only coming through about 3-5 minutes of a little bit of a stretch to get us started. So these cat-cows are all part of that. And then from here, I want to come right into a right hand extended out straight in front of my right shoulder. Then my left leg extended straight out behind. Opposite hand on the ground, opposite knee on the ground here. My right hand is extended out in front of me. My left leg is extended out behind me. And right from here, I want to inhale as I contract and bring my elbows to my knee under the midsection. Then exhale as you extend and get as long as your body can get here. Inhale on that contraction. Exhale on that extension of the body. Looking to get about 10 or 12 reps on this first side before we come through that other side. So a little bit of core engagement to get us started. And I'll mention it again, we're not going to spend too much time getting loosened up here. Switch sides if you haven't already. That left arm comes out. That right leg comes out behind you. And once again, that inhale is bringing the elbow to the knee under the midsection. That exhale is getting as long as that body can be. Inhale, crunch that elbow to the knee. Exhale, get nice and long through that body. Looking to get about 10 or 12 reps from this movement here. And again, once again, that's strengthening the core, getting our breathing control before we get after our kind of high intensity workout today. A lot of strength, a full body strength workout. But for now, let's inhale back to that child's pose. Exhale, stay in that child's pose. On our next inhale and exhale, we flow forward through that baby up dog for a second and final time. From here, we inhale and exhale and push back to a downward facing dog for the first time. That inverted V we find. Allow yourself to find some movement this first time through, maybe bending that right knee and straightening that left for a breath. Then same thing on that other side, bending that left knee and straightening that right leg for a breath. Then pedaling those feet out, walking that dog with those feet in place. Calf and Achilles getting some movement. Walk those feet right up to the hands and land into a folded forward position here. Right from here, we want to find a little bit of stretching for the hamstrings and a little bit of opening up for the upper body. On my inhale, I want to come all the way up to standing into that baby back bend here at the top. And on my exhale, I want to reverse that movement. Reach way up before coming down, cutting the body in half and sweeping those shoelaces. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Exaggerating that movement as much as your body allows you to. Getting nice and wide at the top. Getting nice and low at the bottom. But feeling this movement, this movement of opening up the upper body, the shoulders, getting them ready for movement. Start to exaggerate that movement as much as you can. And then really start to come down nice and low, even if that means bending the knees a little bit at the bottom of this movement as well. Getting that movement in and getting that body ready to rock. Like I said, we don't spend too much time getting loosened up here, so let's get after our first little bit of work. Our first movement is body weight squats. I want to get 20 reps in, and it starts right now. 20 reps, body weight squats down and up. Building some heat through some body weight strength over this first little bit of this workout here. As promised, as advertised through that email that I sent out, we are going to get a full body lift in today. Not much stretching at the beginning, leave some room for some stretching at the end if you have it. On that 20th rep, I want you to make your way down onto your back. We're going to do some variation of a full body crunch. So if you have something to anchor your feet under, I would rather you do that. Anchor your feet up and do some full crunches, some full sit-ups here. But full body crunches are fine if you don't have something like a convenient couch here to tuck your feet under. But it's 20 reps of sit-ups or full body crunches, whatever variation of it that you need. Anchor your feet if you can. If you don't have something to anchor your feet, full body crunches are fine here. 2 variations of it. 1, balancing on the butt here, elbows to the knees, or flat back crunches, elbows to knees, just like that. Either way, it's 20 reps. When you get there, I want you to make your way over to a child's pose. But 20 reps is what we're getting here. 20 reps, let's go. 20 full reps here. Child's pose is where we land. Like I said, we don't have much time there in this child's pose. We exhale, we come forward. It's push-ups for 20 reps. Let's do it right now. Bang them up. Chest to the deck, all the way up to the top. 20 reps, going from your feet until you can't anymore. Go from your knees if you need to. Make that modification. But it's 20 reps. Getting right to this work now. On your 20th rep of those push-ups, land back to that child's pose. Sink deep and still into that child's pose as recovery from those push-ups. Inhale, exhale, flow forward through a baby up, upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, push back to a downward facing dog. Taking 4 to 6 steps, walk those feet up to the hands. Flat back, fold forward, up to that baby back bend. Spread those feet out. 15 squats, down and up we go. Getting those legs fired up now. Those of you who have done these workouts for a while kind of see where we're trending towards. We're going to get 50 squats, 50 sit-ups, 50 push-ups done throughout the rest of this first circuit of the day. The way we do that is by starting with a set of 20 of each exercise. Then we add in a set of 15 of each exercise. Right now that means down for those full body crunches or anchored sit-ups. If you have something to tuck your feet under, that's what you're doing now. We are on reps of 15 if you're just joining us here. 15 sit-ups or full body crunches. And it's this mentality or this circuit of starting with 20 reps, making our way to 15, then 10, then 5. But our 3 exercises are push-ups, squats, and sit-ups. We got to finish up those push-ups with a set of 15 reps here. 15 push-ups. On that 15th one, land into that child's pose. We earn that little bit of recovery between movements. We started off this repertoire with squats. We'll start each set with squats, but we finish each set with that little bit of recovery. Child's pose is where we're all at right now for one more breath. Inhale, exhale, flow forward to that baby upward facing dog. Open up that heart here. Let those hips stretch a little bit. Push back to that downward facing dog. Right away, walk those feet up to the hands. Fold forward before coming all the way up. Baby back bend. Squats. 10 reps. Let's do it. Depth of those squats, or bring something to focus to now. Bring attention to something good. Bring your attention to you already got your 2 high rep sets out of the way. We got 20 crossed off. We got 15 crossed off. Now we're crossing off the 10s. 10 squats, then you're down for those 10 sit-ups. 10 sit-ups, either anchored or full body crunches. Find a way to do it. Find a way to keep moving. Whatever you did in those first 2 sets, you're doing it now. Full body crunches, let's go. Or anchored sit-ups, it's 10 reps. Finish it up with those push-ups now. 10 good push-ups. On 10, we land down into that child's pose. In that child's pose, you start to think that you're already done with this circuit now, right? We already did 20. We already did 15. We already did 10. We gotta make our way back to that starting exercise by coming forward through that baby upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, push back to that downward facing dog. Walk, step, or even float those feet up to the hands. Full forward, all the way up and open at the top. In our last 5 squats. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for those sit-ups now. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 on those sit-ups. Then it's those push-ups that we need to finish with. For 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And drink some water up there. 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 sit-ups. It's a great way to kickstart a workout. Great way to get right into a high-intensity mentality. And now again, you're going to start giving yourself credit. You showed up. Could have been easy not to show up to a virtual class, whatever you do. You got to give yourself credit for doing it, for getting here. Now we look to capitalize on that positivity, capitalize on these movements by getting right to some upper body strength with some core strength for our recovery. Our first movement is going to be a standing strict shoulder press. We are going to go for 15 reps or 30 seconds, whichever comes first. 15 reps or 30 seconds of our shoulder press is where we start. Ready, set. Let's start that up right now. Palms facing forward, using 2 dumbbells if you can, or 1 dumbbell if you need to. It is a standing strict shoulder press here. 2 dumbbells if you can, 1 dumbbell if you need to. We got variations of a plank. We want to toast these shoulders coming up here. Our first one starts off with a 4-arm plank. 4-arm plank, we hold that plank. 30 full seconds of a hold here. Finding stillness, finding strength in our plank and in our active recovery. Think of this plank being our active recovery from our shoulder press. Shoulder press is our focus for this first circuit of this first dumbbell circuit of the night. So shoulder press is our focus. We're going to get 4 sets in of these shoulder presses, and that second set just started right now. Let's go, pop right up. Get back to those dumbbells. 1 dumbbell if you need to, or 2 dumbbells if you can. That split stance. Here to here. Endurance phase of strength training is where we're living right now. Toning the muscles. Building long, lean muscles. We're not bulking up. We're shredding down, if anything. I want 1 dumbbell in front of your 4-arm plank now. Get back down to that 4-arm plank and hold that 4-arm plank. But what I want you to do is I want you to bring this hand up, reach across to the outside of that dumbbell, tap the outside of that dumbbell. Up and across. The dumbbell is about a foot in front of my hands. I'm from my 4-arm plank, and I'm reaching across the body here. Back and forth we go. Slow and steady, that core engaged. Time, we are back up. Set number 3, shoulder press just started. Your transition is part of your work. You're right back up. That shoulder press is at least 12 reps. More like 15 if we can. Come on, we're getting through it now. that forearm plank this time. No dumbbell touch here. Just that knee crunch towards the same side elbow. Forearm plank. Knee crunch towards that same side elbow. It's all still from that low plank position. From the forearm position here. Crunching that knee up though. Let's go. Keep it going here. Getting that oblique involved. Feeling that oblique as that knee approaches that same side elbow. 3 sets down. 1 set to go. Let's go. We got that shoulder press one more time. Feel free to modify that weight. Go lighter. If and when you need to. But get those reps in and keep that forward focus. Let's go. Burning out those shoulders. That dumbbell is back in position for this last plank now. Forearm plank. Reach across. Tap that dumbbell. Reach across. Tap the other side of that dumbbell. Knee crunch. Knee crunch. Again, coming all the way through it. Dumbbell tap, knee crunch, knee crunch. Keep it going, keep it working. 4 sets of each circuit that we come through is going to give us 30 seconds recovery. Shake those arms out. This next circuit will be from the standing position once again. We started off with shoulder press. This next one is going to be a bicep curl. Palms facing forward, shoulders rolled open, the heart is open. We want 15 reps or 30 seconds, whichever comes first. And we start it up in 3, 2, 1. Bicep curls just started. Again, that endurance phase of strength training. It's good for all us regular people, right? We want to tone, we want to build long, lean muscles. We're not trying to bulk up, give people directions to the gym, to the beach, that way. Not really, right? I mean, it wouldn't be bad to have big biceps, but we want lean arms. We want toned arms. 15 reps, down onto your back. 90-degree leg raises right from here. From laying down flat on your back, hands under your butt. Legs are out at 90, they come up to 90 degrees. Those heels touch the ground at the bottom. The legs are moving in unison together. It's 90-degree leg raises. Down and up we go. Slow and steady through it. 30 seconds of it. And transitioning right back up to standing now. Set number 2, bicep curls. Toning those biceps and bringing the focus to the purpose of this movement. The biceps. They're controlling the movement of these dumbbells. It's easy to cheat. It's easy to let the hips help out. It's easy to get those dumbbells up to the shoulders by swinging the hips and by throwing the arms up. What I want you to think about is just sculpting those biceps. Back down for leg raises, but this time hold the dumbbell straight up over your chest if you can. Laying down flat, holding one dumbbell the wide way. Those 90-degree leg raises feel a little bit tougher with that little bit of added resistance to the upper core, right? You'll feel the upper core have to engage a little bit to keep that dumbbell in place. But still, the focus on that movement of the lower abs, those hard to reach abs, those last 2 beers of the 6-pack, easy to reach. Good, back up. Bicep curls. Set number 3. Let's do it. 15 reps. Once again, we want to find failure in our strength training. As you approach it, find ways to keep moving. Move to alternating curls if you need to. Move to a single dumbbell if you need to. Back down for those leg raises and holding those dumbbells straight up over the chest if you can again. If that felt too tough or tweak the back at all, feel free to just stick with those leg raises, but holding that dumbbell up if you can. That's what we're looking for here. Slow that pace down of the legs coming down. Come up with that purpose. Down in control, up. It's like a double leg kick. It's like a double leg kick coming up with that purpose. Set number 4, bicep curls. Let's get back up to it. Palms facing forward. Sculpting those arms. 15 reps. Or failure. Pushing through that failure now. Let's do it. All 15 reps, and we got to get that 4th and final set of those leg raises coming back. Hands on the dumbbell if you can. Arms up straight, they don't move. Legs are moving. Last 30 seconds for those leg raises. Get down and get them done here. Hands are on the dumbbells if you can, but if you needed to release and have the hands under the butt, that's okay for this last set too. 10 more seconds, we come through the end of this circuit. Time, grab a quick drink of water. Push-ups, squats, sit-ups, push-ups was our mentality in that first warm-up circuit that we did. We're going to keep that similar circuit coming throughout this workout. But all I want is a set of 10 reps of each. So as you recover from those couple of sets of arms and abs, I want you to make your way up to standing. We got a set of 10 squats, sit-ups, and push-ups coming up. And I want to try to come through this as quickly as we can. All right? So we start together, but then we move through it fast. 10 squats, 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10, starting up with those squats. Think of those squats and finding the depth of that very first squat of the day that you had. When you hit that 10th rep, you make your way right down for those sit-ups. Anchored sit-ups if you can, or just plant your feet and really use the strength of the abs to get those elbows up to the knees. Flat back crunches or kickouts are a good modification if you need it. But it's 10 reps. On that 10th rep of that sit-up, it's rolled over for those push-ups. 10 good push-ups now. Full extension all the way up at the top. Chest to the deck all the way down to the bottom. You got to keep yourself honest, keep yourself right with this form. It's 10 push-ups after those 10 sit-ups. Let's come through that again right now. As soon as you finish that 10th push-up, you're up for those squats. And it's another 10. Let's get through it. 10 squats. Depth of those squats. Come on now, talk yourself into it. Let's go. You just did it once. You can do it again. It's 10 squats. 10 sit-ups. 10 push-ups. Keep moving now. Keep moving. You should be down to those sit-ups already. Let's go. Moving through it a little bit faster. After that 10th sit-up, we are over for those push-ups. It is 10 push-ups, and then land into a child's pose for me when you finish up those push-ups. 10 squats, 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, and we land into a child's pose, much like we did in that first circuit of the day. We earned some right to recovery in that child's pose. Knees are wide, hips are back, arms are outstretched. Inhale, exhale, flow forward to that baby upward facing dog. Let those hips drop down to the mat. Look up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, push back to a downward facing dog. And maybe shift the body weight side to side. Walking that dog in place. Exaggerating that movement side to side. Walking up to standing. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the knees. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, baby, back bend at the top. Let's get a set of 5 in here. 5 squats, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for those sit-ups. Anchored sit-ups or full body crunches, whatever you've been doing, you're back down to it now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over for those push-ups. 5 good ones now. Each one is better than the last. 5 good push-ups. On that 5th one, making your way up for a drink of water. This took us under 3 minutes to get a good 25 squats, 25 sit-ups, 25 push-ups in. think of that every time that you don't do anything positive for your body in a day, and if you shower at night or before you get to bed, think, I can take 3 minutes and get 25 push-ups, 25 squats, 25 sit-ups done, and feel so much better about what you've done that day. And most times, you'll probably keep going, keep moving, but just think of how much you can get done in a short amount of time when it comes to physical activity, and you're doing it right now. We're going to get back to our 30-second timer. We're going to bring some focus to our triceps. I want a bent over tricep extension coming up here. Split stance, a dumbbell in each hand. And remember, we've done bicep curls already, so I don't want your focus to be on the upswing here. What I want to see is allow your dumbbells to just hang down. Don't start yet. Allow the dumbbells to hang down. And then right from here, it's just a pushback. It's a short but effective movement for 15 reps. You can grab those dumbbells now. Let's get back to work here. Ready, set, let's go. Bent over tricep extensions. Pushing those weights back behind us. Squeezing those triceps. 15 reps is our goal. With these bent over tricep extensions, it's time to mix in some more variations of a plank. The first plank variation that we mixed in was all from the forearm position. This next set is going to be all from the high plank position. So I want you to make your way to your first high plank of the night. In this very first one, we just hold it for 30 seconds. High plank, you know what it looks like, right? I want you to think of being in the top of your push-up position here. And think about how strong you feel and how high you are up off the ground. This is how high you should be up every time you do a good push-up, right? But remember why it's called a plank. You are flat as a board. You are stiff as a board through the hips. 30 seconds only. Up to standing. Bent over tries. Let's get back to it. Set number 2. Push those weights back. 12 to 15 reps. Pushing those dumbbells back to that full extension. As you finish it, I want you to have one dumbbell in the middle right quadrant of your yoga mat. Come to that high plank. So my dumbbell is right behind my right hand, basically. I want to reach across with my left hand, grab that dumbbell, take it all the way to the left side of my yoga mat. Then the right hand reaches across, grabs that dumbbell, brings it back. Back and forth we go. Still keeping the integrity of that plank as that dumbbell moves side to side. 30 full seconds of it. That buzzer's coming. Time. Set number 3. Back up for those bent over tries. Let's go. Pop yourself back up. Get up to it. Squeeze those triceps as those weights come back behind the body. 30 seconds. What we're looking for. 12 to 15 reps. No dumbbell movement this time. High plank and hold it. Knee twist. Under and across the body. Right elbow to left forearm. Left elbow to right forearm. All from that high plank position, that strong high plank position. Three sets down, 1 set to go, back up with that purpose. Bent over tricep extensions. 12 to 15 reps for that 30-second timer. Finishing up this circuit strong. Once again, that one dumbbell will make its way behind the right hand for the high plank. In this high plank, we put together those last 2 movements. Dumbbell moves to the left side. It stays there. Knee twist, knee twist. Dumbbell makes its way to the right side. Knee twist, knee twist. Move that dumbbell. Twist those legs. Back and forth we go. Core needs to be engaged as that dumbbell moves. Time, just 30 seconds to recover. Woo, doggy. Giving ourselves that credit when it's due right now. Giving yourself that pat on the back for showing up. Giving yourself that little bit of extra energy that you need to push through the tail end of a workout, which is where we're at right now. We got upright rows coming back. 2 dumbbells or 1. Palms facing in, core engaged. Palms facing in towards the quads. Lead with those elbows straight up and down. 12 to 15 reps. Modifying to a single dumbbell when you need to here. With that close grip, this movement is sculpting that forward part of the shoulder, and that is where we want to be. Making your way down onto your back. I want toe touches now. Your legs are up at 90 degrees. Allow the hands to be out over your head. And just reach up, try to get beyond the toes with both hands from laying down flat. The legs don't move at all, right? The legs are up at 90 degrees. We all got it. Those arms come straight up and get beyond those toes. Both hands coming up at the same time. Both hands get beyond the shoulders. Time. Let's get back up for those upright rows. Modify that weight if you need to. Core engaged every time we're moving these dumbbells. Whether they're from the standing position, the prone position, or down on our back, we always want to be core engaged, purpose-driven movements, squeezing the front part of the shoulder while the abs are tight. 12 to 15 reps. This time, hold the dumbbell straight up over your chest and try to push that dumbbell up to the toes. The legs, once again, don't move, but this time it's that weighted resistance of the dumbbell, making it a little bit tougher on us. 1 dumbbell is fine, but if that 1 dumbbell is too light, you could always use 1 dumbbell in each hand. We're going to stick with this movement for the remaining 3 sets. But that one is already just about done. Upright rows. Ready for it, back up now. Set number 3, upright rows. Stick that athletic stance. 12 to 15 reps, endurance phase of strength training. We are getting through it. Sticking with that same exact movement from that second set. Legs up at 90, dumbbell in the hands, pushing that dumbbell up. Really focus on getting the shoulder blades off the ground. And focus on not using momentum between reps here. You're not rolling, right? You're not even really pushing the arms up. It's the core that is pushing that upper body off the ground. The more you think about that, the more you'll get out of it, the more purpose you'll get out of it. Three sets down. We got 1 final set. Let's pop up for those upright rows. Set number 4. Like everything else we've done so far, trying to stick with those 4 sets. 12 to 15 reps. Sculpting that forward part of the shoulder. Keep it moving. Keep it going. And down on your back to get that dumbbell pushed up beyond the toes. One last time. 30 last final seconds here of this circuit. We are going to give the core a little bit of a break in this next circuit. We've got a lot of ab work in, even if you include some of that work that we did in that warm-up with those sit-ups. But right now, you are recovering. We've gotten 2 exercises in for the shoulders. We've only gotten 1 exercise in for the biceps and triceps. So we're going to try to come back with biceps and triceps kind of supersetted with each other. So we're going to toast the arms in this circuit. And it's going to start off by standing tall. Hammer curls for 15 reps is going to be where we start. Hammer curls. Ready, set, let's go for 15 here. 15. Good, solid curls. Palms facing each other. Still, think back to when we did those bicep curls earlier. The purpose of this movement is the contraction of the arm. We're not swaying the body. We're not cleaning those weights up. It's not a full body movement right now. It's an arm strengthening movement. It's those biceps working. Overhead tricep extensions. Feel free to go to a single dumbbell if you need to. But it's up overhead, hinging at the elbows. Pushing that dumbbell straight up and down. At least 12 reps. You could call it a 12 if you need to. Because this circuit's going to get tough. It's all arm strengthening. We come right back to those hammer curls. Set number 2. Let's do it. Split stance, athletic stance, however you can be comfortable. It could be a split stance, it could be a parallel stance. Well, either way, you have a little bit of bend in those knees, and you are athletic right now. You are strong in your stance, allowing those arms to fatigue safely, protecting that lower back. 15 reps. Now we come to that split stance for those overhead tricep extensions. We are to it right now. Overhead tries. 15 reps. Come on, let's get through it here. 12 reps could be plenty for you. 2 sets down. We got that third set coming back. In 3, 2, 1. Ready, set. Let's do it. Hammer curls. Woo! Those arms getting good and toasty for me at least. Hope they are for you. Go to those alternating curls if you need to. Go to that single dumbbell if you need to. But either way, those hammer curls turn into those overhead tries. Now. Get at least 12. 15 if you can. That's 3 sets. Those whole first 2 sets, I'm like, I'm going to call this at 3. They won't even realize that we were doing 4 of everything else. But no, I talked myself out of talking myself out of it. So let's get that 4th and final set in. Hammer curls, come on now. That gravy on top set. Come on. Finish it up. Monday night workout for us. Whether you had a crappy Monday, I hope this workout is making that Monday better, more worthwhile. Or if you had a great Monday, if you kicked Monday's butt, then I hope this is just continuing that process. Overhead triceps. Let's do it right now. Let's do it. We might have a Ruby May Regan making her way in, but that's only if you guys finish this workout up strong. Because you know we're not done yet. That's 4 sets of 2 exercises per body group for the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulders. And I was going to do like a clap, but that's the end of the workout. But who would end at 75 push-ups, 75 squats, 75 sit-ups? Let's go. A set of 10 to start us off. 10 squats. Tail end of this workout now. It took us, come on. They're doing good. Ruby, you want to go? On 10 squats, you make your way down for those sit-ups. 10 sit-ups. Anchored sit-ups or full body crunches. I'm a Ruby girl. After that 10th sit-up, we make our way over for those push-ups. 10 push-ups, come on. Chest to the deck at the bottom, full extension at the top. We did 2 sets of 10 and a set of 5 in that mid-round workout. Gussie, leave her alone. We got to get another set of that 10. So if you haven't started those squats yet, get back up and get to them right now. 10 squats. 10 squats. 10 sit-ups. 10 push-ups. 10 squats, 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups. When you finish that 10th push-up, I want you to land into your child's pose. We finish this all together. Landing into that child's pose. Finding some stillness into that child's pose. Taking at least 3 deep breaths in that child's pose. I want you all to get there right now if you're not there yet. We are in that child's pose. We are wide with our knees. Our hips are sunken back onto our heels. And our breathing is still controlled. And the focus of that breathing comes to the positivity that you just brought into your body right now. So again, you start to give yourself credit. Inhale, exhale, flow forward through that baby upward facing dog. In this upward facing dog, we start to give that gratitude, that self-gratitude, first and foremost. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for pushing yourself to get here. And bring some of that gratitude into somebody else now. Look over your left shoulder. Feel that right hip lengthen a little bit. Think of someone else that helped you get through this day. Bring that gratitude to them. Inhale, exhale, look over that right shoulder. Think of a third person. Yourself, 2 others. Giving that gratitude out to others makes us feel better too. Inhale, exhale, push back to that downward facing dog. Walk those feet up to the hands, land into a folded forward position here. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to that baby back bend and stay here. So far, 2 exercises per body group, biceps, triceps, and shoulders. 95 push-ups, 95 squats, 95 sit-ups. Let's make that a clean 100 starting right here with our last 5 squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After that 5th squat, we make our way down for those sit-ups. 5 sit-ups. Who's that over there? You see those people? Look at those people over there. After that 5th sit-up, you make your way down for those push-ups. 95, or 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. We are there for 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 sit-ups, some arms and abs, and a cute baby to close us out. All right? So thanks, everybody, for coming out. Great work, Ruby. You say, yay! Yay!
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome, guys. Have a great day. All right? You say hi to everybody. You say hi. You say, yay! 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 You say hi to Archie. You see Archie and Auntie Britt. Yeah, look at everybody.
Come over and say bye to
Push this wall.